Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery. In BL tonight, first up, we've got the securities dealer. That's Mayberry Investments, ticker symbol MIL. Having a change here, with an executive. That's a resignation of the financial controller. Mr. Rakar Williams has resigned from this post, the FC Post Financial Controller, effective October 6, 2020. QWI Investments, a company we carry every so often, coming up with their unaudited net asset value. That's the NAV. If you're not too familiar with that, feel free, jump online, go to investopedia.com, Google, anywhere. You can get so much free information right now, even on Bloomberg, but Investopedia, the best if you want to look up some of the financial jargons. So we got here updated NAV. That's October 9th, 2020. The NAV was Jamaican dollars, $1.03 per share. Now the stock price or the market price continues to really trade sideways, falter a little bit compared to the IPO, but let's say trade sideways for quite some time. So still below 80 cents per share or so. Having a rough time there, just as the markets are similar to the Sagicor, let's say ETFs that came to the market as well. Now NCB Financial Group, leadership change here at one of the largest subsidiaries is how the press release always says now. That's NCB Bank Jamaica. So at the subsidiary here is Mr. Howard Gordon, who is a senior general manager, information technology, opted for early retirement effective October 31st, 2020. Reason being, family reasons, family purposes, taking up early retirement. So Mr. Ramon Lewis will be appointed to act in the position of Chief Information Officer, not investment. CIO can really trick you out there when you're reading these press releases. So it's Chief Information Officer effective November 1st, 2020. Scotia Group Jamaica, on the opposite side of the spectrum here, but in the commercial banking sector, doing some trading in shares here. A sale. Director sold about 64,000 shares. Not a large trade, especially for Scotia. These are a small amount of units on October 8th, 2020. So don't read into it too much. Probably just a director taking something off the table, pay some bills, do some other transactions and so forth. So small trade here. Don't lose any confidence with that one in terms of a corporate action item. Last up, we got TransJamaican Highway. Dividend payment advisory. These are not ordinary dividend payments. This is a dividend payment advisory on the 8% cumulative preference share. So it's a nice advisory. I'm not sure why it's out there. It's probably some terms that were in that prospectus, or were in that information memorandum, or a caveat or so forth. We don't see it with all preference shares that are listed on the market, or all preference shares that trade, but we've seen it a little bit with a few. We've seen it with PBS, now with TransJamaica. So the quarterly payment of its 8% due and payable for the quarter ended September 30th, 2020. The company makes it clear it's going to be paid by October 14th, 2020. So that's great to know. It is great communication. We don't see it for all companies across the board. I'm Mark Croskery. This is Business Live.